Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Cecile and today we are in my garden. We are going to grow some vegetables, mostly tomatoes. I already grew some large beefsteak tomatoes and some cherry tomatoes, but in this video I'll be showing you how I grow my tomatoes. In this case, I'll be doing pest variety. These are some of the plants that I ended up buying. Some capsicum and cherry tomato and what else? And an eggplant, aubergine. Because mine are still tiny, I failed 2 times before they finally grew, and I'll share some tips later on. So I ended up buying a few plants, but mostly my garden, let's say 70% of everything I grow is started from seed by myself, which it's a good improvement finally. So let's talk about planting tomatoes. Tomatoes are versatile, that's what I want to say, and they're very good for the garden, home use, and right now they're very costly, so if you can get to grow them in a container in the ground, it will be very good. For me, I plant my tomatoes for enjoying them in salads, in stews, and I also preserve my tomatoes for the winter when you do not have any. These are some of the plant sets that I bought, only 12 tomato plants, which is all I needed because I grew around 12 and they're quite tiny, so I'll give them a few more days or a week before I replant them. So I also have some zucchini and pumpkins that I grew. I'll show you that in another video, but let's get started with tomatoes. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and also ask any question that you'd like to know about tomatoes. 1, 2, give me some ideas if you think I'm doing something wrong, because this is my 3rd year in Italy planting in the same plot of land in the same area. I have not done any changes in my garden apart from adding manure in the winter, because when the manure is put on the soil on the winter, it leaches with the rain of the autumn or the snow, and I've seen it does a good job and it makes my plants grow very nice and healthy. So land preparation is the first thing that you need to do. You do not need to dig if you're doing a no-dig garden. Just add in more compost. I do not have any compost at the moment and I'm not going to buy it. It's very, very expensive. So I just mix in more manure that I had, and here is a little worm that I found in the garden, and it's a sign of good soil. So in case you see the worms, earthworms, do not throw them away, just dig them back in. Preparing the garden, I'm done and I'm happy. Let's get to planting now. So now that I've already prepared the bed, and you can see there's some manure. You see, I already put the manure a long time. It's breaking down. You prepared the bed way earlier than you think, and now I'm just taking out a few weed grasses that had grown. Let's get to planting the tomatoes. You can see these are some that I did 2 days ago. The red cherry, the one that I grew myself. This is the indigo, it's a black one. This is cuore di bue. All of this cuore di bue. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the whole of this is costoluto. You can tell there's a lot of critters coming to bother the tomatoes. So far, so good. They have not been bothered by the night. I thought it's going to be very cold, though my plants are very, very tiny. It might take a while. I have the potatoes there. Last year, I did tomatoes and half peppers. This year I'm just going to do the whole bed tomatoes. These are big giant tomatoes, so I've given them all the space they need. But for the paste tomatoes, I'm going to put in 3 in each. I have more in the at home. I have to go bring. For now, let's start planting. I use a shovel for this job. I know the distance from my last tomato, and since this is a pest tomato, I pull it out. I really don't know. So let me play along with how I place them. The last one is there, this one here, this one here, this one here, like this. Fruits. So first step, grab your shovel, dig it out. I do a big hole. You can place your tomatoes sliding, but since mine grew straight, just break out the root, put it in, and cover almost halfway. Tomatoes grow roots from the stem, so don't mind if you bury it this deep, because all of this hair is a root that is going to grow. So they look as if they are way close, but my tomatoes are not the bush variety. If you have the bush variety, you can have one here and the next one here. This space is not needed. But because my tomatoes are indeterminate, meaning that they keep growing and growing, and if you take good care of them, they can last you a whole year. I can put them closely together, put a stick, and ensure they can grow to whichever height they want. So now, these ones that are flowering, they'll need staking. It's not a must to do it this early on, but I want to, so that I can reduce my time. This is my sunflower. If you checked my Facebook, you know I grew beautiful sunflowers last year, the size of my hand, and these are the seeds. So I want to grow some on the back to help with the pollination, and I have bees, so now they need all the flowers I can get them. Okay, reason why I planted sunflowers on the back, I have a metallic rope that when they grow big, instead of falling over, I can tie them to the fence, and the critters, if they want to attack, the first thing it will be the sunflowers. Last year I did tomatoes till the back, and oof, I lost all the tomatoes on that side. So this year I'm not risking it. I'd rather have my tomatoes in the front. There's a large space, I'll do flowers, because I have bees now, and the plum trees, they flower so beautifully. So hope the bees will enjoy some fruits also. So that is it. I just planted a few because these are very big mammoth sunflower, bigger than my hand. They'll be heavy. So now let's turn on to, and these sunflowers are edible. In case you want to eat them, you can enjoy them. I'm not leaving any because I have seen the disaster they make. They grow so big. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your support. Be blessed, and hope we can get together and grow a beautiful garden, grow beautiful tomatoes, beautiful plants, and peace be with you all. I love you, and be blessed. Have a nice time, and I'm really happy. Hope I will catch up to posting regularly. For the time being, have a nice time and be blessed. Bye.